Guys, can I finish the game today? No! Oh, fuck! Dog. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez, you're...
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too.
Huh.
Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then, let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words for Yuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more if it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. Anything I can do to advance toward that hope, even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Wait, what am I investigating again? Oh, I'm on a coon. Oh wait, that's one of your things.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, that about sums up exactly what's been happening. So I moved. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. What is going on? Yes, we love Kill Command. That is the name of the song playing. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? Is it the glitched cubes? Your eye just doubled. As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? No, not at all. I mean, my vision is turning to cubes, so... What the hell? Oh, I can't go in here. I wanted to see if I could find everyone's dead bodies. That sucks. Ah, we can go in Dojo. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside the school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a mini game here. Wait, what am I saying? It's not funny at all. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals and add to the elegance of the scene. If Hiyoko and Pekka were here, it would have looked truly picture. Fuck. Number 6 as well. I will definitely go home. There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. Number 6. You see number 6 there? Open up number 6 right now. There are a bunch of wooden blockers here. Each of them has a traditional-looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. Open up 6. 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 You need to open up 6. You will find a stack of arrow. What the fuck is that thing? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, a History Hosting Academy by Monokuma? Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history class first, class. My bad.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? It depends on the person. Such as I thought, Monokuma made this. Did the title not literally have by Monokuma? I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be included getting out of here, no matter what it is. You might not want to say that. You might find some horrible shit. I picked up the manga on the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy history as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders to various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones to scout them are Hope's Peak Academy teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent; it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal factuality was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most schools. And nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, the true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident, and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Man, that was pretty short for such a big book. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, these names are so melodramatic. There's no way this incident really happened, right? This manga only mentions the name, so I don't know what the details are, but, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder what these things don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on!
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. But what do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly steal those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, where humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it. Oh, so I think I've pieced together the Nagito arm thing in my head. I'd say he got an arm transplant with either Mukuro or Junko. Which I don't feel like would make sense, because both Mukuro and Junko had both of their arms in Danganronpa 1. But here's the thing, apparently if you were to get an arm transplant, doesn't matter the skin color, doesn't matter the gender, the cells in your body would eventually change it to look like what your arm did before you got it transplanted. I'm pretty sure, at least. I'd say that's what happened in Nagito. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come
When
on.
things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? You ever opened up the 6th locker? Oh, can we go to the pool? I still want to know what was on was it the top or bottom shelf? I don't know. I can't remember if it was top or bottom shelf. If you don't know what I'm referring to, in Danganronpa 1, Makoto says something about, something being on the top or bottom shelf in the pool area, and then he never said anything about the other shelf, so... yeah. What's up, Kazuichi?
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I... oh, God. I'm so tired. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rules being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Why is my screen glitching? I mean, I obviously know it's part of the game, but why? What is this place? Oh, the garden. Oh, we can go in there and see Mukuro's dead body! Yo! Okay, so we were just in the dojo. Meaning we have to go anywhere but the dojo. That's not where I need to go. And that's blocked off. Okay, 5A isn't blocked. Is this the one that had blood all over the place? Nope. Where was that, actually? What is this? This looks scary. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope's Peak mentioned in the other manga, too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger Happy Havoc for the most tragic, most awful event in human history. Every single time I see Trigger, I just, you know, I gotta say Trigger Happy Havoc, you know? PTSD. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through all the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings and depicted characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in this event was a student named Uzuru Kamakura. Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses, and it possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence to Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students in the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who's known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students in Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Izuru, what the fuck did you do? However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the reserve course students, who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising begun. And with that, herald Hope's Peak Academy destruction. I said that wrong, I know. And this is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited. Danganronpa 0. Isn't that what we just did? Wasn't that what we just did last time? With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? Am I supposed to believe this? Makoto is the ultimate hope. Of course I know whoever this Izuru Kamakura is. There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always just leads up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope, Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. When Nagito said it's the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here's something the reserve department course students in the reserve department began uprising. It said here that the reserve course students from the reserve department. Yeah, obviously they're fucking the fucking reserve department. You fucking. Then what about me? What about me? What about me? Was I a participant too? No. No. It's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy has been added to your troop bullets. Anyway, I learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history was a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up. But all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. When does Makoto appear again? When do I get to see Makoto? Okay, what's in here? Oh, what? I can go to the biolab now. Alright, you know the deal, bro. Check the freezers. Well, what the heck? What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. Oh, the lights aren't on. Nobody's in there. I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like. But that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It feels so forced. The idea should have been cancelled during development or something. What am I thinking? Oh! That actually scared the fuck out of me.
I've been found.
That actually scared me. I was so confused. What the fuck is that? Alright, what's this? What is that cover? There's another manga laying around here. This time the title is Manga for More. It's the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Anyway, the next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped I was right. Who is that? A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful... Yeah, we know. I'm gonna stop saying that over and over again. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger happy havoc. I'm sorry. At first, the uprising with the reserve department students that triggered the was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. And the movement was not confined to the internet, and it began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by the social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had only vanished. The wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when the senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. and because of that, there's no way to resolve it. How can a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called the Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Did I say sank? Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote a software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created the new values of mortals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this really is true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequently... The convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No
Hey,
way.
are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them for stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. Did this incident really happen, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just wanted to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we all have to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the Ultimate Despair Group? Are they devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction? Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. If they are known to the Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they would be called Ultimates. Then, are the killings were involved and connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering ran out of the freezing room. Whew. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? You never blocked off before, right? No, I should just ignore it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see him. Okay, let's pretend we didn't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do it either.
Hiya.
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? Well, what are you doing here?
No.
Well, there's another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I don't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your blabbering. Hurry up, what do you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting for so long. Surprise, it's about the ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
yes,
Lady Junko Inoshima! Junko Inoshima?
Hey,
Who the fuck is that? As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. She created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Well, like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Inoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Inoshima as Junko Inoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the Ultimate Despairs by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything, really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the Ultimate Despairs, who had been recruited to become nothing more than Junko's limbs, all despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inoshima. Sorry, I'm stupid. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Inoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. There's no way something like that is that crazy is possible.
what?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope Street Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Jesus Christ. Mass suicide.
What'd you say?
He didn't even put a question mark there. He just exclaimed, mass suicide. All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? I wonder. Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair, Junko Inoshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Inoshima is already dead. Huh? How the fuck do you know that? Why the hell is she blacked out? I don't see anything I can fucking click on. Am I supposed to talk to Monokuma again? What a surprise! Do you want to hear? No, I don't want to. No. Fuck. I don't have to talk to you then. Hey, Fukuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Inoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There's a book called The Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Oh! Wait, bloody classroom? A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were the killings that happened at Hope Street Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was fuck. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Street Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Street Academy, and she took away their memories. It's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcasted worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The students of Hope Street Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up.
Huh.
But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Well, she didn't necessarily fail if you think about it, because what she wanted was despair. She got despair. She died. She got despair. Dying was the despair she wanted. So whether they all died and everybody watching got despair, or if she got despair, she still won no matter what, if you think about it. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. I don't like how Monokuma's saying ... It makes me think Junko is somehow fucking alive. I don't know how the fuck that's possible, but... Oh shit. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Inoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko Inoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No
If
shit!
the students from Hope Street Academy stopped at the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But this is really an imitation. Are our surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school life? Killing school life has been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook. Ultimate Despair has been updated in your handbook. Man, Hanji, man, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh
do?
well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. Fuck. You're not making sense again.
Well,
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information from the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Fucking hell. God, what the fuck? Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? You know, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. I'm seeing black spots. Ouch, fuck. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Music room. Ouch. What the hell? This looks like the music room. I think we have bigger fish to fry. I feel like I can see something strange. Yeah, me too! Me too, dog, me too! Looks like some sort of monument? Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? That's completely different. Monokuma, he totally made it up. Oh, what the hell? That was a hologram, okay. What is this? Words are floating in the air. It's like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If there's the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by the ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inoshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the Killing School life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they were talking about some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Hope. We know. Okay, cool. I think we know this already. Okay, this is like literally everything we just looked at. I think I'm about to sneeze. No? Okay, I'm not about to sneeze. I hate it when that happens. Are the bathrooms open? I really just get fucking pissed. Oh, god damn it. Okay, you're open. Teacher's lounge. Are those Minecraft flowers? This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I can't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. It's just look at the flowers, guys. Look at the flowers. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? I kind of feel like we're in a simulation right now, not gonna lie. There are letters floating in the air. It looks like a passage from an email. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution regarding the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Inoshima, the fact remains they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps they are still a leader on par with Junko Inoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? Like a kill command? Sorry. That doesn't sound peaceful at all. I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most... I'm not reading that every single time it pops up. It's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair were the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Oh my god, we got hope and now we got despair. Y'all like hope and despair? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the written on the blackboard in large numbers. Just below that are names I've seen before. I was looking to see if maybe we could get the Ultimate Imposter's name from this, but no, it's just Ultimate Imposter. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was so much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblances to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
Not another Byakuya situation. This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? Last name makes sense.
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's too much of a resemblance. And we're sure it's not like her mother or something.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko! Huh?
Of
What are you
course
saying?
not.
Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She's gotten away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well, regardless, all the
I'm
clues I've
feeling
provided are
right.
true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair. What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper? Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment to change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes that sound kind of messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that there were also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. What kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name mentioned to the placard says, Hopesuki Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura? The founder of Hopesuki Academy, and his name is Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime, you should now go on to the next stage. Next stage? What the fuck is this bear yapping about? Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from last time. I guess that flag molecule I mentioned is raised, then moved to a different hallway than last. But how can we do that? No, not something I'm gonna be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. My screen is glitching again, and I really don't fucking like it. I want a fucking explanation now. Give me a fucking explanation. Give me a fucking explanation. Give me a fucking... Oh, it's closed. The rec room. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. We have bigger fish to fry here, dog. Why is it floating? Oh, we've had another fucking file. It's a file with the Hope Academy seal on it. It says confidential. Does that mean this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the cultivation plan. For many years, the Hope Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. The plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. Followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? You've still got gayer dudes to kiss here, dog. We can't even interact with the floating table. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we are successfully in acquiring of all 15 of them. Due to the fact we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to be the survivors of the killing school life. As the remnants of despair, there are no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue the investigation once they are discovered. We shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation is protecting us, why are we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible if the Future Foundation has set us all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you're gonna keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey!
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they'd make the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking there to get them. You can even do that? Who's controlling you? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No!
Seems to possess many talents? Is it Izuru Kamukura? Fucking hell, what? What's his last name again? There's no way it's important. His threat is to connect everything to what's happening right now. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. We've got gayer dudes to kiss here, dog. Why are we upside down? Pretty much I'm used to it by now, even so. But what is this space? What, am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. What does that say? Bam! I think it says something about the ultimate... Oh, right here. I can see a bit better here. Yeah, something about the ultimate despair. Let me see if I can see it any better from this. Surprise. It's about the ultimate despair. Okay, that's what that says. Hey, they're gonna be upside down in here too. I can't deal with this. 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 This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something in here too. I should hurry up and find it. This hologram again. There must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that's another clue. To Future Foundation 4th Division. Makoto Naegi! I like this music, dog. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abandonedly clear that you know how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think about what's important to bring to the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you that joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Oh, what does this mean? The email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? God damn, I hope not. Makoto is a good boy. Oh fuck, I don't mean it like that. Okay, so what's open now? 2B. Not again! There's Junko Inoshima. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? Oh, wait, that is weird. Why are we... I didn't even think of that. What? I don't really get it, but, looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I wanted to look at the thing with Junko on it. I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. Neo World Program? This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. I have no idea what this means. I am not going to read all that. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose results were utilized. I know we know who the Ultimate Programmer is. Fuck. I know we know who the Ultimate Programmer is. That's Chihiro, right? But do we know who the Ultimate Neurologist is and the Ultimate Therapist are? I don't think we do. Mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows the subjects to experience a synthetical virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world's collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed quietly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? Yes, Hajime, you are fake. You are fake, Hajime. You do not exist. Oh.
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the Healing Skull trip? And by the way, do you remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Boo! You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is near. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Boo, 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 boo. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway through the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... God, what the fuck do you expect me to do? Did I turn on X-ray, bro? I turned on X-ray, my bad. Forgot to turn off my hacks. There's something wrong. Okay, so I can see what doors are blocked and what doors aren't. Or maybe not. Only the ones that seem to have colored. On them. Like, for example, yeah, this one's orange, so I can see through the wall. That one's red, so I can see through the wall. Monokuma, you good? The moment you discover that the truth is a lie. What? All hope will disappear. Hoo 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 hoo. I hate that fuck-ass laugh. Oh, one bee, one bitch, one beach. Whoa, this isn't what I remember looking at at all. What the fuck is that? Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way it's something as big like... well, something... This just proves that Hajime was absolutely ignoring everything in the past rooms. But what in the world is it? At the moment I looked at the object, it became black and it's... what the fuck? Oh, we turned a heat map on. Is that Chihiro Fujisaki? Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. Alter Ego is back! That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is the only one you don't normally meet. I'm sort of an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything that I'm supposed to be managing. And because of this, the world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Fuck. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, where is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, the only data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That's why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is the place? Where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you, too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time for me to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply an overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There's no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was all a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality, all the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the programming's fault, right? Deleting memory is a first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained to the virtual world. Removing memories at any time period you set it to? So Monokuma is right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program of the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in the experimental stage. I'm sure there's a very good reason. But unfortunately, I do not know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It just sounds like we're lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new worlds make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program is programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as teacher and one of the students. They are intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer and the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the Observer and the student role was not. They weren't giving any special authority at all, so they'd seem like the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. Because of that virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have even existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised internal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it's still a portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the world. It was like a grandmaster chess player, but I desperately tried to fight back so I wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified to its convenience. She's probably talking about the Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Actually, that's a guy. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell just by communicating with her, which means this supposed virus is so smart that it's going to surpass this Alter Ego. If so, that virus possesses an artificial intelligence just like her. Damn it! What the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus affect the Neo World program? If the Neo World program exists in isolation, it's impossible to then infect it through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility. and directly uploaded it to the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend essential areas, so it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, I suppose that it just exists between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable, so if so, it could parallel to... the deflection based on the existence that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Something about the paradigm, because I am not... Is this a Fortnite reference? I'm joking, guys. Please don't take that seriously. Oh, and now I'm using Shadow Clone Jutsu. Death. What is going on? Why am I falling apart? Death. Hey? Death. Holy shit, I'm being inverted. They're inverting my colors, Hajime. Makoto Naegi! What the heck? What just happened? You're right. You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe you can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you were forced to do. We were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Just, who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm gonna need you to say what I need to say and believe that you're listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. That's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. This was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. 11037, that's the number we found at Dennis Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering all the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set that password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse that graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you two guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand that until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario where an observer who has won the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use in the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this so you get it's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. In order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. ASF semicolon KLJA go. WWWW yeah T plus 8 RMNFDS his ... equals squiggly mark chemo plus Yashi Baba D death. What the fuck was that?
Hmm? Say what?
Was that Makoto Naegi? Hey Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see. Oh well, anyway, that's just the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma just not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now, there shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I just had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing that I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you. Do your best. Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? If the world is flipped over, if the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? We just added Leon to our truth bullets. We just added the shutdown sequence to our truth bullets. A body has been discovered? No fucking way.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Oh, fuck, fine.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
Why are you turning purple?
Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hopespeak Academy.
So that isn't voice acted, but everything else was? What's going on? A red door? It's just a waste of time thinking about what all this means right now. Why was he so confused by red door? Cause that's totally so red-relish. Just fucking kill me.